Hello, you all. Click like, click share, comment, and talk amongst yourselves in the chat. And welcome to my page. Let's get started. Let me ask you one thing. How valuable is your time? When you look back, are there moments that weren't worth it? The truth is, every moment in life is precious, and we only have 24 hours each day to live. Time passes and never comes back, and every decision we make about how to use that time affects every aspect of our lives. If you're constantly preoccupied with other people's lives, if you keep worrying about the troubles of those around you, then you are missing the opportunity to grow yourself. You are wasting the most priceless asset you own, time. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest philosophers of his Stoicism, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This means that you can only control yourself, not the world around you. So why worry about things beyond your control when you can build a better life starting from within? Today, I want to invite you to explore with me the six Stoic principles to help you focus on yourself and stop wasting time. Before we begin, leave a comment with the phrase, "I focus on myself and stop wasting my time," and get ready to change the way you receive life, the way you see life. Principle number one, the dangers of comparison. There's the truth that we're constantly attacked by images of success, beauty, success, fame, which is created for the purpose of comparison. The danger of constantly comparison is great as it distracts us from the true purpose of life. Focus on our own development and our own progress. As Marcus Aurelius once said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. This quote invites us to look into inward than outward, to measure our journeys based on personal potential rather than the short term standards of others. The time we spend comparing ourselves to others is the time we lose in pursuing personal growth. When reflecting on your life, consider the immense value of time and the importance of using it wisely. Time is the most valuable resource we have. It is limited, it's short, and once it passes, it never comes back. The ticking of the clock should never be overlooked, for every moment holds the potential of personal growth, reflection, and progress. However, we've wasted time not only physically, but also mentally by comparing our lives to others. In doing so, we deprive ourselves of the opportunity to truly invest in our own potential. Every time we look around, comparing ourselves with others, we temporarily shift our focus from our own path. In those moments, we don't live for ourselves, but for the expectations or achievement set by others. This is a subtle yet dangerous trap of comparison. It's a thief of time and energy. Investing in your own development, however, is an entirely different matter. It's not about external symbols of success such as money, status, or recognition or famous. It's about the commitment of being the best version of yourself. This is a journey that only you can undertake. Unlike the fleeting and often distorted images we see on social media, true growth comes from continuously improvement and self awareness. It's easy to get caught in the noise of external noise, but it's only when we stop and listen to our inner voice that we make real progress. Self-awareness is the first step in this process. Understanding understanding yourself is the key to unlocking the door to growth. Without self-awareness, any effort to any efforts of improvement will be misguided because you're acting without knowing where you actually stand. How can you grow if you don't know where your starting point is? If you don't fully understand your strengths and weaknesses, you will struggle when faced with challenges. The, the Stoic philosophers taught that it's fundamental to living an ethical and fulfilling life. A Stoic philosopher reminded us know first who you are. Know who you are first, then adorn yourself accordingly. Once you have self awareness, the next step is to set clear and achievable goals. These goals should be realistic, obtainable, and aligned with your potential. The journey of self improvement is not about trying to achieve everything at once, but it's about making steady progress step by step by setting small, easily achievable goals. You can build momentum for greater process in the future. For example, the story of Oprah Winfrey is an example. When Oprah started her television career in the 1980s, she was not a prominent figure in the industry. In fact, she faced many challenges, rejections, and contempt from many people in the field. However, instead of looking at her colleagues or other television shows for comparison, Oprah decided to focus on her own uniqueness and create a distinct style. She continually invested in improving her communication skills, connecting with the audience, and building a television show that was not just entertainment, but also provided profound spiritual value to viewers. With her dedication and vision, Oprah developed The Oprah Winfrey Show into one of the most successful programs in television history, changing the way talk shows were produced worldwide. Oprah's journey is a prime example of staying focused on yourself and not letting comparisons with others affect your own path. When you set goals for yourself, whether in work, life, remember that each small victory builds confidence and provides motivation for you to keep going. Over time, these accumulated successes will create steady progress. In fact, wait a minute. Whenever you achieve something, no matter how small, you not only prove to yourself that progress is possible, but you also reinforces your beliefs in your own abilities. This is the power of self-confidence and independence. As you continue to focus on your own development, you will gradually no longer feel the need to compare yourself to somebody else. However, the dangers of comparisons don't start with distracting us from our goals. Continually measuring ourselves against others can lead to feelings of insecurities and low self worth. In contrast, by choosing to focus on our own path, we regain control over our emotions and self esteem. You no longer need validations from others because your confidence comes from within. The true reward is not surpassing others, but becoming the best version of you. So I ask you, how much time have you wasted today looking at the progress of success from others? How many moments have you spent wishing for something different in life? Someone taught us that the key to living a fulfilling life is not by chasing the temporary ideals of others, but pursuing the development of our own character. It's time to stop comparing, stop wasting precious moments, and focus on the most important project, yourself. Principle number two, embracing progress over perfection. We can easily fall into the trap of searching for someone or the perfect version of ourselves or our work. It may create invisible pressure, but it hinders our process. Um, I emphasize that perfection is the key to long term success. When we realize that life is an ongoing journey of imperfection, we find strength in making gradual progress rather than getting stuck in the trap of unobtainable perfection. The first step is to address negativity, both from external sources and within ourselves. Our work environment or life may be filled with negativity and drama from dissatisfied colleagues to unresolved issues. But instead of letting those factors control our thoughts and emotions, we can learn to detach our minds from negativity. For example, if a meeting makes you feel stressed or criticized or outcast, Rather than getting angry or feeling insecure, try to stay silent and focus on the positive aspect. This silence is not a weakness, but an expression of inner strength. When you don't react to negativity, negative spirits, you gain control of your emotions and preserve your self respect. It's not only external negativity, but the negative thoughts within ourselves that are the biggest obstacles to progress. Thoughts like, I'm not good enough, people don't like me, or I can't do this is impossible, are invisible barriers that stop us from moving forward and trying new things. However, to progress instead of seeking perfection, you need to learn and recognize and confront these negative thoughts, replacing them with more positive ones. For example, when you feel incapable of completing a challenge or task, instead of thinking, I can't do this, remind yourself, I can learn and improve every day. This shift in mindset will help you gain a more positive outlook and a greater self confidence. An essential progress is to let go of the past. Sometimes we carry old wounds and old past mistakes in our hearts and mind, which weigh us down and hinder our progress. Forgiveness doesn't mean accepting wrongdoings, but rather freeing your own self from resentment. When you let go of the past, you create space for new opportunity and new personal growth. Finally, building positive habits is a crucial factor in maintaining progress. Surround yourself with positive people. Engage in inspiring activities. And always remember to feel gratitude, even in the most difficulties. A prime example is this one guy. Before achieving greatness, this person went through a challenging time from poverty and unemployment, homelessness, being rejected, being an outcast, a blackball, a black sheep. Instead of being overwhelmed by negativity, this person built a habit and consistently writing, consistently maintaining self belief, and always emphasize gratitude. Even in the toughest, this person felt the had opportunities and lessons in life. It was this, it was this person's personal perseverance and attitude to help them overcome opportunities and become one of the best people in the world. The final key to achieving progress is personal discipline and patience. Sometimes the road to success is not always smooth. Woo! But perseverance and discipline will help you overcome challenges instead of just focus on small goals and make progress step by step. On your journey of progress, we don't need to be perfect, but we need to be persistent and continuously improving ourselves. Progress, whether small or large, is worth appreciating. Focus on yourself, build good habits, and maintain discipline to avoid wasting time. I would love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Please leave your thoughts, share on Facebook, Twitter, or whatever social media platform. Share this, get into a conversation with each other. But principle number three, rejecting uh, abstraction. Re- Imagine that life is an irreplaceable process. How would you treat it? You know, someone with a timeless wisdom, they may say, "We let time slip away without purpose. It's a moment we can never reclaim." Reflecting on how we spend our time encourages us to focus on what really matters and to reject distractions that diminish our potential. In the modern world, distractions are more prevalent than ever. Social media notifications, endless emails, and the allure of entertainment can steal our most valuable assets, time. This one guy understood that to live a purposeful life, you must become a strict guardian of our time. By protecting it, we attract those who respect and cherish our times as much as we do. It's a silent yet powerful declaration of self worth. When you stop allowing others to dictate how you use your time, you begin to show respect for yourself and prioritize what truly aligns with your core values. How do we stop projecting distractions? The first step is to identify and minimize sources of distraction in our lives. We often find ourselves caught up in meaningless social media scrolling, responding to unimportant emails, or participating in purposelessly meetings. These are the time thieves of the modern world. Set boundaries and disengage from this distractions by focusing on what really matters. An effective strategy is to allocate specific times to check emails and social media, ensuring that these activities don't consume your entire day. Similar to organizing a reasonable work schedule, purposeful time management protects your energy and focus. Effective time management doesn't mean that filling every moment of your day with activities. It's about focusing on the quality of what we do. For instance, if you're working on a task that requires deep thinking, it's crucial to give yourself the mental space to engage with the work uninterrupted. Stoic philosophy encourages us to value not just the results, but the process. Every moment spent on purposeful work is a moment well invested. By cultivating this mindset, we realize that time isn't a series of hours, it's the canvas on which we paint the life we desire. One of the most powerful tools we have in time management is building reasonable habits and schedules. Just as muscle training strengthens the body, cultivating time management habits fortifies our abilities to focus. Start small by dedicating 15 minutes a day to an uninterrupted task that aligns with your goal. Over time, you will find these small moments accumulating into a powerful habit that supports your growth, progress in every moment of your life. At the same time, we need to surround ourselves with people who respect our time. The people we associate with significantly influences how we use our time too. If you are surrounded by individuals who constantly distract you or drain your energy, it's time to establish clear boundaries. I emphasize the importance of choosing friends wisely, as their influences can either propel you forward or hold you back. By learning to say no to relationships that do not help you grow, you create space for those who uplift and support your development. Equally important is balancing negativity, whether it comes from external factors or from our own mind. Negative influences can cloud our visions, distract us from our goals, and zap our energy. Identifying and removing sources of negativity is essential, whether they stem from people, environments, or our own thoughts. You know, at Terry Smith Chicago, that's where I'm at. Google me, share me on Facebook, Twitter, or on your social news feed so that your friends can talk about me and gossip about me. If you're not gossiping about me, then that's a problem. I want to be gossiped and talked about, whether it's good, bad, negative, vain, or careless, or careful, whatever. Talk about me. I want that. I manifest it. Talk about me. And so back to what I was saying. You know, back to what I was saying. When we learn to set boundaries and shield ourselves from negativity, we create a mental space where positive thoughts, ideas, and actions can flourish. In some cases, limiting negative relationships may require us to make difficult decisions. There might be a colleague or someone who consistently undermines you, or a friend who constantly brings drama into your life. It's crucial to recognize that your time and energy are too valuable to waste on such relationships. Sometimes this means having tough conversations to set clear expectations, or in extreme cases, cutting ties entirely. When we do this, it's not just about protecting our time, it's about honoring ourselves. Ultimately, protecting your time is the greatest act of self respect. It declares that you value your potential, your goals, and your future. When you stop letting distractions dictate your life, you begin to take control of your destiny. The teaching of people remind us that time is fine and precious. How we spend our time reflects who we are and who we are becoming. By mastering the art of time management, we enhance our productivity and demonstrate respect for ourselves. Looking ahead, the next clear step is that focusing on yourself becomes the next crucial part of this journey towards self mastery. How can you concentrate on what truly matters? How can you make choices that align with your deepest values and aspirations? Let us explore the value in focusing on yourself, a practice that not only helps you find inner peace, but also elevates every aspect of your life. Principle number 4, value the value of focusing on yourself. What would your life look like if you only chose to focus only on yourself? This is not a call for selfishness, but a profound invitation to reclaim your energy, your time, and redirect them to become the person you are inspired to be. At the core of personal development lies the principle of setting clear goals and treating their pursuit like building muscles through exercise. Imagine an athlete preparing for a competition. Each training session enhances their endurance, improves their skills, and prepares them for greater challenges. Similarly, when you commit to similar goals and work on them daily, you begin resilience and cultivate that, that possibility. For example, if you aim to learn a new skill such as programming, public speaking, consistent effort over time can turn the impossible into reality. Like, however, to truly excel, you must first eliminate what is unnecessary. Whew. Just as clear as debris is essential for building a solid foundation, removing toxic influences, distractions, and unnecessary commitments from your life, it allows you to focus on what truly matters. Consider John Doe, a professional and a challenging job. By saying no to endless social obligations and time wasting habits like mindless web browsing, she found a new certification, paving the way for a promotion. Her story highlights the transformative power of this cluttering your life. An essential pillar of growth is maintaining a pure mindset. Reading books, listening to podcasts, or exploring new ideas will expand your horizons, keeping your mind sharp and adaptable. For example, a business leader who dedicates daily time to reading about industry trends. They're continuously learning equips them with the abilities to navigate challenges creatively, staying ahead in a competitive landscape. However, all these efforts are fertile or not fertile without discipline. Discipline acts is a steady hand guiding you through moments of wavering motivation. Imagine a student preparing for an important exam. On days when enthusiasm wins, that disciplined study habits consistent progress. Discipline is not a restraint, it's the key to sustaining momentum when the initial excitement fades. Patience is also indispensable through this journey. Growth rarely follows a straight line. Obstacles and delays are inevitable. Instead of yielding to frustration, embrace patience so that you can persist through the valleys. Reflect on the story of a gardener who planted a tree. Despite months of planting without growth, they trust the process that knowing that roots will emerge. Your personal growth mirrors this organic development. Furthermore, learn to appreciate the journey more than the destination enriches the experiences. Life milestones may be fleeting, but the lessons and habits that you cultivate stay with you. For example, uh, the sense of accomplishment a marathon runner feels doesn't just come from crossing the finish line, but comes from the discipline, training process, and the resilience built during the preparation. To maximize growth, you must fiercely protect your time. Time is fine and irreplaceable. It is often wasted on trivial matters. Imagine treating time as a form of currency. Would you spend it on tasks and interactions that add no value? A conscious approach to time ensures that it is wisely invested in activity in line with your priorities. To achieve this alignment, identify your true priorities and link your daily activities to them. For instance, if health is a priority, schedule regularly workouts and prepare healthy meals. If relationships matter, dedicate undistracted time to loved ones. These deliberate choices reflect your values and ensure meaningful progress in the areas that matter most. Another key strategy is mastering the art of saying no. This simple word empowers you to protect your time and energy from commitments that distract from your goals. Imagine being asked to take on additional tasks at work that don't align with your aspirations. Politely declining allows you to focus on high impact activity, a decision that reinforces self esteem and clarity. Ultimately, the ability to set boundaries is foundational to personal growth. Boundaries create a protected space where you can thrive. Consider a freelancer who has clear working hours. This boundary not only enhances their productivity, but it also safeguards their personal life. Without boundaries, your energy and focus become subject to external demands. In summary, the value of focusing on yourself is priceless. It requires intention, discipline, and courage to prioritize your growth over external distractions. Let this journey be guided by the timeless wisdom, urging you to transform potential into reality. What about you? How do you set boundaries in your life to obtain peace of mind? Share your strategies in the comment and inspire and learn from one another. Setting boundaries just isn't a choice, it's a commitment to respecting your time, energy, and potential. Principle number 5, resilience through self focus. In the ongoing of self development, one of the most liberating formulas is transitioning from perfection to embracing step by step progress. This simple yet profound mindset not only alleviates the pressure of achieving perfection, but also nurtures growth and self focus. The journey of focusing on oneself begins with the critical question: are you striving to meet unobtainable standards, or are you committed to improving little by little? Emphasizing progress means that acknowledging small, consistent efforts accumulate into significant change. This approach naturally builds resilience, adaptability, learning capacity, and the ability to persevere even in the face of failure. For example, imagine someone training for a marathon. Instead of fixating on completing the race with a record breaking time, they celebrate small milestones, running an extra mile, shaving a few seconds off their pace, or simply just maintaining their training on tough days. Each step reinforces their strength and boosts their confidence and their ability to improve. When resilience and progress, failures are no longer an obstacle, but become a valuable learning opportunities. In Stoic philosophy, failure is not a source of shame, but a catalyst for improvement. Marcus Aurelius taught us that we recognize the practical formula of reality. When encountering mistakes or setbacks, focus on the essence allows us to ask, what can I learn from this? How can I adapt? This mindset not only preserves mental energy, but it also equips us with tools to grow and thrive. Focusing on progress also enhances performance and adaptability. Life is full of unexpected events, and the mindset clinging to safety tends to falter under such pressures. In contrast, an approach centered on prioritizing causes us to recalibrate our circumstances as change. Consider a professional working on a carefully planned project but encountering unforeseen external changes. Rather than succumbing to failure, they focus on content to reassess priorities and find creative solutions, ultimately achieving results uh, and achieve expectations. This flexibility from a commitment to progress becomes a valid process in their personal life and their work. Another critical of resilience through self focus is the ability to embrace feedback. Instead of viewing feedback as criticism, treat it as a valuable compass to navigate the path of growth. Imagine a writer sharing their work with a trusted mentor. Initial feedback may reveal weaknesses in style and structure, but rather than perceiving it as a personal failure, the writer uses it to refine the work. This willingness to listen to and apply feedback not only fosters unique skills, it supports continuous improvement. A progress focused mindset encourages acceptance of, imperfections is a necessary process of growth. Often, the fear of making mistakes stifles creativity and limits our potential. The impediment of action, oh, I can't say it. What stands in your way becomes the way. In pursuit for the personal development, oh, wait a minute. Building something meaningful, whether it's a skill, career, or relationship, requires time and consistent efforts. Resilience through self focused work means committing to the process rather than clinging to immediate results. Like a gardener who understands limits, they recognize that seeds planted today will not bloom tomorrow. They nurture and wait, knowing that growth is happening beneath the surface. This mindset fosters a sense of fulfillment as sense of every stage becomes joy, the presence becomes abundant. It's immense. By shedding the burdens of perfection, we experience greater joy and satisfaction in the journey itself. Success is no longer defined by an unobtainable idea, but fulfillment found in the consistent effort and harmony of oneself. Over time, this approach builds a foundation of resilience and strength. It equipping us with the ability to face challenges with composure and determination. By staying true to our values and embracing growth, we cultivate a life filled with purpose, meaning. Remember, resilience through self focus is a transformative approach to life challenges. By prioritizing progress over perfection, we nurture adaptability, accept imperfection, and develop the presence necessary for sustained growth. Stoic wisdom teaches us that wisdom lies within us, and through focusing inward, we can achieve a life of wholeness and meaning. Principle number 6, final motivational insights. Imagine you are standing in a room full of noise where everyone is talking about success, fame, and distant goals. They're eagerly discussing, eagerly trying to express what they're achieving. But in the room, there's someone who says nothing. He sits quietly, his gaze deep as if questioning himself. Is what I'm doing truly important to me? Or am I just trying to gain the recognition of others? This is the core lesson. This is the core lesson I emphasize. You're not only a great leader, but someone who understands the power of patience and focuses on what truly matters, the personal journey. When you stop wasting time on things beyond your control, you will realize that focusing on yourself is not just a choice, but a deeply meaning way of life. Every day, you make hundreds of choices, small decisions that that are seemingly insignificant. It shapes who you are. From how you choose to react to challenges to how you decide to spend your time, each decision is a brick in the foundation of your future. This person once wrote in Meditations, our life is what our thoughts make it. This not only reminds us of of your power and control, it affirms that focusing on your journey is the true way to honor yourself. When you focus on what matters most to you, you're not only just living, you're living with purpose. Committing to your dreams is not an action, not just an action. It's a quiet dedication to do things. You need a strong mindset, one that is focused on your core values rather than seeking approval from others. A vivid example of this is the story of a marathon runner who does not race to be the fastest, but to overcome himself. With every step, he doesn't look at the runner beside him nor care about judgment. He only focuses on his own breath and his own footsteps. In the end, he not only completes the race, but he also experiences the profound meaning of commitment, truth in action, and dignity in will. To focus on your own path, you must have the courage to face challenges. Life is filled with obstacles, from judgment to failure to temptation that make you want to give up. But what's important to remember is that each difficulty is a lesson, an opportunity to build your own legacy. Imagine climbing a high mountain. Every step, every scratch on your hand gives you inner strength and brings you closer to the summit. As one person affirmed, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. When you respect your personal journey, you not only build self confidence, but also free yourself of the pressure of competing with others. This don't mean isolating yourself, but rather understanding that you are on your own path, whether speed and direction is decided by you. I'm gonna say bye, but instead of reaching to others for recognition, we should look within and ask ourselves, am I living in accordance with my values? Life is a series of priorities. When you focus on your own values and your own goals, you will no longer be caught in a whirlwind of comparison or expectations. A small story. Wait a minute. I'm not going to do more stories. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching, listening. Share me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just spark up the conversation. Get it started. You know, I won't be exposed unless you expose me to your friends and your acquaintances, people you like to say, hey, look what I ran into on Facebook. What look I ran into on YouTube. And just share it just to hear me ramble, because one day I have dreams of being, immortal. Even when I'm dead and gone, my digital cyber image will still be on here for you to see. It's almost like I'm coming to you as a spirit form. I'm not coming to you in the flesh form. I'm coming to you as a digital imprint or a spirit or a ghost through billions and billions and even trillions of fibers that are coming through your device presenting my image. Oh my God. It's not magical witchcraft. It's the technology that we're living in. And it amazes me. Oh my God, that I'm being seen. I'm showing out. Look at me showing out. Telling my business. I ain't got no business. I don't have any business. Nobody cares. So I have to do what I want to do, what I want to do it. Because when the life is going on in this body, people may warn you for a minute, but when you gone, you gone. Ain't no coming back. But if you have your digital imprint out here in cyberspace, it's amazing. And I encourage you to become a YouTube subscriber and also you become a YouTuber like I did. So thank you all. I got about 20 more seconds because I'm making 40 minutes even. This is the longest video I've made thus far. which is 40 minutes, twice as long as I normally do. So recognize each other, appreciate each other, and until next time,